Good morning. Thank you all for joining us today for our virtual Talk to the Hill. I want to thank clients Carol, Ed, Jean, Fred, and Catherine, who have come forward today to share their stories with us and demonstrate how access to civil legal aid made a significant difference in their lives. And thank you to the advocates and staff who work at the legal aid organizations that MLAC funds. Thank you for your commitment and dedication as we find ourselves approaching nearly 2 years enduring the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic with no clear end in sight. Legal aid organizations that receive funding through MLAC provide expert help to those facing a wide range of serious legal problems, workers struggling to receive unemployment benefits, families trying to remain in their homes, survivors of domestic violence seeking safety, students with disabilities exercising their rights to equal education, people facing discrimination or denial of benefits due to mental or physical disability, older adults facing abuse, exploitation, or dangerous living conditions. We know that low-income and vulnerable people across the Commonwealth have been disproportionately affected by the pandemic, and it will take longer for them to get back on their feet. We also know the significant disparate impact that COVID-19 has had and continues to have on people of color, and the consequential impact on their health conditions, access to quality health care, and their ability to remain in stable housing. Even before the pandemic hit, insufficient funding forced legal aid organizations to make difficult choices about who they could help with the limited resources available to them. Fortunately, funding increases over the past few years have enabled legal aid organizations to reduce the number of eligible people who are turned away. Nonetheless, more than 50% of people who qualify for legal aid are still turned away due to insufficient resources. We can and we must do better. The legal aid organizations MLAC funds collaborate together to gain from each other's expertise and to leverage their work as widely as possible. The network of legal services providers in Massachusetts is considered to be one of the best in the country and is a critical part of the Commonwealth social safety net. The pandemic has shined a bright light on the inequities that exist for vulnerable people in need of legal advice and representation. Even with the hope of better outcomes for all of us in the coming year, we cannot afford to lose our focus now. Working together, we can continue to make strides together to offer vital protections for low-income people and continue to work toward making equal access to justice a reality for all. We need your help and support this year. We need your help to increase funding for civil legal aid to $41 million. And now I'm so honored to introduce Supreme Judicial Court Chief Justice Kimberly Budd. Chief Justice Budd joined us last year during our Talk to the Hill event, and we are so pleased to have her here with us today. Thank you for joining us this morning, Chief Justice Budd. We are delighted to have you with us, and we appreciate your commitment to pursuing equal access to justice for all.